to this reading. I'm filming it a little differently today. However, if this found you and you feel called to stay, it is definitely for you. I pulled some cards already to see what the energy is that we're working with. And I got the Page of Swords, the Six of Swords reversed, and the Five of Wands. And so with these two, this is a lot of like mental energy. And I was like hearing like you're trying to embody a new mindset and put it into practice, but you're having a lot of conflict internally whilst doing so, or even externally with others, but it's just very difficult for you and you feel like you're not able to embody and enact this new mindset or new like belief system or just different way of thinking, but you're still trying with the Page of Swords here. And I would give yourself some slack because the Page of Swords is like a learner. Like they're like a child, not necessarily young child, but like college age, adolescent. So just give yourself patience with this because I don't necessarily see this not working. It's just that whenever we change things like this, it is a little difficult. Also, I'm being called to share with the Five of Wands. Many people interpret this, and it's coming through like this right now, as like, again, a very like innocent energy. Like they're hitting each other with sticks. So like no one's really getting hurt in this picture. Like, so it's giving like growing pains, like the conflict that you're having, like it's just part of the adjustment. And also like in agitation to get out any old ways of being or any of that like old stuck energy that you might have been in, like it's agitating to the surface so you can see it and release it. And that may be why you're feeling like it's not really moving you forward at this time, because the process of it moving forward is that agitation. Like even in this card, like they're like going away from something. It's giving like, I'm being called to compare it to like a divorce. When you have a divorce, like everything's not suddenly good after the process of that divorce, or even that divorce happens. Like there's a processing that has to happen after that. And so that's kind of the energy that's coming through. So just give yourself a lot of grace and patience. Something else about this Page of Swords is they're very vigilant in that card. So you might be feeling that way as well. And that's not necessarily wrong or right. It's just be aware of that. And maybe you might be overthinking in some ways at this time. So let's see what else we have. Okay, I have two cards. I have the Emperor and the Queen of Wands in reversed. So with that, I'm getting you might be a little confused on like how to lead yourself at this time and what you want to create. You might feel like tapped out of your intuition and not necessarily know, like what you want to create, or feel a little disconnected from your inner child, like your inner joy right now. And with this Emperor in reverse, it's giving like you might not even know how to take care of yourself at this time, or like what is the next best step for you, like in a authoritative sense over your experience. But with this, on the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. So whatever's happening right now and whatever you're trying to create is going to be a slow, methodical process. Like the Knight of Pentacles, he's the slowest of the knights, but he's still moving. It's just that he's taking calculated steps, very thought out steps on his process and his journey and what he's trying to create, or where he's even trying to get. And I see in this card, there's like this tree in the back with these lines leading to him, which is like a farm. But it's like, don't forget the seeds that you've already planted and where you're feeling led to move or how to be right now. Like, definitely anchor into that and just be like, well, I might not necessarily know how to get from A to B right now, but like, what is the next resonant step for me? Like, how can I create where I'm at right now? Or like, what little steps can I take right now to get me closer to where I want to be? And this is kind of coming out with a confirmation of the Nine of Cups and the Well. The Well is a special card in this deck, and it speaks about like creative energy. But notice how she's like guarding that well. That's how I see it. Not necessarily guarding, but like she's watching for someone to make sure that like they don't. Oh, this is so interesting. Look, under those two, when I split the deck, we have the Page of Swords and the Five of Wands again. So I'm gonna kind of reiterate something that I had said earlier. Like, she's again like very vigilant here, and like she has this smoke that's like clouding her, but she's like, her body's blocking this well as well. So you may be feeling like you're having like physical issues that are getting in the way of you feeling creative. Like maybe it's a lack of motivation in the body, or you might be very tired. And the card that came out before the well, or I guess the same time, is the Nine of Cups. This is saying like, just do what you can do right now to feel content and joyful in your everyday, like even small things, because like I'm just getting, you're very stressed out. Like there's like this vigilant energy that keeps popping up, and like this conflictual energy. Like definitely go into that and see like, what is this conflict arising from? Like, why is there a conflict here? Because I'm getting the conflict is coming from self, and you might be trying to like place it on people outside of you, but like that's something that needs to be resolved within, before you can move forward in the way in which you would like. I have the Three of Pentacles and the Chariot, and this is speaking to me about, in order for you to move forward in the direction that you want to go and create whatever it is that you're trying to create here for yourself, in your life, you need to work with others. Like you have to be in a position where you feel comfortable engaging with others on more or less like a regular basis, in order for you to create what you would like or manifest what you would like. So you may be searching for like a friend group or a community or even a partner, and that requires being honest with self so that you can be honest with others, and being willing to stay committed to those relationships and put in like, you know, your like, it's giving me the phrase like, it takes, what is that, something about a village. Like, to build a village you have to be a villager, like kind of thing. Like you have to be in the community, you have to be showing up, not necessarily like contributing something materially, although this is the Three of Pentacles, which is material, but like even just being stable enough to like regularly be around people and like be okay with that, or know how to set boundaries over your energy, so that you don't over like spend too much energy where you don't have it, like overcommit to things and burn yourself out. With the Judgment here in reverse, like you have a opportunity to rest and really just like work with self. I'm getting like, that's what it is. Like, you're not necessarily being called by like a higher source at this time in the way in which you might think. Like the call seems to be to search inward. Yeah, with the Knight of Cups or the King of Cups here, it's giving like to just go inward and see like, to get better mastery over your own emotions and see like where in which you aren't embodying that King of Cups energy. Like, where are you still getting triggered and why? It's not just for like, oh, where, like what triggers me, although that's very useful, but why? And this may be from like past relationships, from relationships that you were very close with others, relationships with your own parents. With the Two of Cups here, it's giving like it's very deep within you to where you're able to look at yourself and the patterns that you've had throughout your life, and you will definitely get some clarity there. I have a confirmation on that clarity because the Sun is at the bottom of the deck. And under that is the Ten of Swords. So I'm getting it's really clarifying where in your life you felt betrayed or, you know, like stuck, maybe even stuck with other people, stuck with yourself. And it's just like the energy is really just asking you to sit and just ask, you know, why? Like, why do I feel stuck in these places? And just like honestly listen to what you get back. And I'm getting like you don't really need to do anything with that other than acknowledge it, and that kind of gets the energy moving. But I want to get some more information on that. So I have the Hermit. Let's see what else. What else happens when they see what's going on inside of them that seems to be holding them back. Okay, so we're getting some really good energy here. Let's see if I could get one more. One more, please. The Ace of Cups jumped out. Okay, perfect. So I got the Hermit, the Temperance card, and the Eight of Swords. I'll show y'all. So I think this is really good energy. Again, with the Hermit, it's asking you to go inside, or you're being asked this time to go inside, or there's an energy of introspection. With the Temperance, I see that that introspective energy is really going to balance out a lot of inner turmoil that you're experiencing, or it's kind of that like vigilant energy that I was talking about with that Five of Wands, like any conflictual energies inside of you, like meditation may be significant, or just practicing mindfulness, you know, going on walks, going outside. Temperance is also falling under the Six of Swords, which I had turned upright, so I'm really seeing that's going to help you shift into this new mentality. And then these blocks, or whatever blocks, like this energy that was coming up around not feeling okay being around others, or being vigilant of others, or feeling conflicted in the mind over this new energy you're trying to embody. It's very mental, and it's gonna, this introspective period that you may be in, or you're being asked to move into, is being shown, or it's being shown that like that will clear. Like you'll be able to see, because the Sun is underneath this card, you'll be able to see that it is like very much just ways that you're thinking that are holding you back. And something else that's coming up is like, definitely give yourself time with this energy. Like there's nothing that needs to be done right now. And honestly, time is something that's going to work in your favor. There's not any fast moving cards on this table. Like the Six of Swords is a very slow moving energy. Again, like you're allowed to experience this shift, this transition. It's not like something that's very quick, especially because the Knight of Pentacles is here. Like that's again a very slow moving energy. Like you definitely have left a lot of things that were causing you emotional hardship in your life with this Eight of Cups here. And then after the Eight of Cups, we have the Ace of Cups. So like this, you are in a new emotional state. You're in a state of emotional renewal. This is pure emotional energy. So like with that, I just want to say, like, it's okay if you're feeling in your feelings right now. Like, definitely just feel your feelings and like try not to get stuck in any stories that come up unless you feel like they're useful, but like don't grab onto them. Like, if maybe an ex-best friend comes up and you realize a way that they had wronged you in the past that you were never aware of, like, let yourself process that emotionally, but don't necessarily let yourself get stuck in a story of like, well, of course they treated me like this and like everyone else treats me like this and I'm going to be treated like this in the future because they treated me like this for so long. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of a ruminative state. So just be weary if you find yourself going there, and take a deep breath, or just try not to get too attached to those thoughts, because I don't want y'all to get deeper into like a spiral around that. With the King of Pentacles here, I'm seeing this as like a piece of advice, which is what we're going to move into now. It's just giving really like, how are your finances doing? How is the state of your house? Like, is it clean? Do you have everything that you need to feel comfortable at this time? How are your daily routines? Like that kind of thing. Like, that's something that's coming through that would be very helpful. Just a lot of practical grounding at this time. And yeah, with the Page of Swords coming out again and this Five of Pentacles in reverse, it's giving like, how can you like implement self-care for yourself right now and not be in this Five of Pentacles energy? Like, this Five of Pentacles energy is in reverse. Like, it'd be very helpful at this time if you just like really grounded into your daily routines and like feeding yourself like good meals, like stuff like that, because that's gonna build some inner stability with this Ten of Pentacles, and also give you the strength to hold strong boundaries just through like this introspective period. Like, really just spending time with yourself and enjoying your own company, like that will naturally help you build up these boundaries that seem to have been needed or were being spoken about with the Three of Pentacles energy from earlier. And then with you embodying that energy, like, you will get this Ten of Cups, like this emotional fulfillment, and you will feel okay again. Yeah, I'm getting as well, you may be particularly like focused on an ex-partner, and like grieving that relationship, or that relationship continues to pop up. But just know that you're processing that. And oh wow, yes. So I pulled the Justice, and then underneath that was the Knight of Wands. So in contrast to what I had just said, when you're able to sink into this energy and just like trust that things are working in your favor, and that all that's really being asked of you right now is to just be with self as best as you can, and like let whatever needs to come up and move through you, and not necessarily be acting at this time. I'm really not getting any energy of like you need to act at this time. It's really a deeply introspective energy around like, what can I do for myself during this time, like this period of renewal that you're in. And I like, in contrast to that energy, or not in contrast, but the result of that energy is this Justice and this Knight of Wands. Like, you're going to balance out, like that Temperance card was saying, very quickly. The Knight of Wands is a fast moving energy, but it's in context of this Justice, which is balance and truth. Like, you will be seeing like the truth of these circumstances for what they are very quickly. Like, it's going to be a very fast renewal the more that you just ground into being present with yourself in your daily life now, not necessarily trying to escape anything. Like, there's this energy of like, especially with that vigilance, like searching for a way out of this, but the way out is definitely through it, and just experiencing what's happening right now and letting it be, and more truth and clarity, and I want to say abundance, is going to arise through that process. Like, it is, you're in a process of alchemy right now, like a process of integration, transmutation, and that does not necessarily feel good, but If you can just let the discomfort exist and, try your best to embody this new state of being that you're trying to while you're in it, like, that's all that's being asked of you. And notice how I said try your best. Like, it's not really coming through. It's like something that you have to be doing now. Like, you're already doing a lot of work, even keeping your eye on that prize, or keeping your eyes on how you want to move forward differently. Like, that will definitely come to manifest. It's just what's coming up now is what is it's coming through is like what is in your way of embodying that inside of you, but it's really just like what in you needs to be seen and processed so you can become that version of you. Like, you have to release it, but the process of release is being shown as just sitting with yourself at this time and what's coming up. It's not necessarily something that's very active. Again, I'm not getting many cards of like you having to do anything active. It's just really like letting yourself be with this discomfort, even in a new way, with these Page of Swords that are coming out. Like, this, the way that I'm describing this may be a new way for you. You might be like, well, like, don't I need to like work out, or don't I need to be getting my diet better? Don't I need to be out there making friends? Do I need to be putting myself out there to get a new relationship? And it's like, no, like, none of that's really being shown here. It's kind of just being shown like you just need to spend some time with self and trust that you will take the next resonant step when you know what that is. And that if you don't know what that is, like, you can just let that be and trust that you're still moving on the path that you would like. So I'm gonna pull some oracle cards here. I got Brother of the Rose, Sacred Masculine, Honor, Protect, Support. I'm really getting this for yourself. Like, you're really just being asked to honor your process right now, support yourself. Not like in the protect, more so in the sense of like protect yourself at this time from anything that might be triggering to you that may add stress to this process. Not in an avoidance sense, but in a, do I have a capacity to experience this right now? Or do I really need to take some time and just be with self? And that seems to be what's asking. Also, notice how this man is looking inward. I really like that. It's like he's looking inward, and from looking inward, he sees this creatrix energy, like this pregnant woman here. Like, what something's already growing inside of you. Like, there's already an idea that's forming within you or moving through your energy, and you may feel this. Like, you may feel antsy about trying to create something at this time. Like, I want to create this, but I don't know how. And just know, like, that seed is gestating. Like, this is confirmation of that. Like, there's the well that also was pulled, and that's like a very specific creatrix, creator energy. Again, like with the Emperor and the Queen of Wands in reversed earlier, you may just not know how to create that at this time, and that's perfectly fine. So I'm going to see if there's any other oracle cards at this time. There does not seem to be. That seems to be the one in which they would like us to look at. Oh, I do have this one on the bottom that I think speaks to the energy. Or both of these. I like these. So I have the Crowning and Rapture. And the Crowning is initiation, thresholds, birth, rebirth, a seat at the table. That's kind of giving me the energy that you're sitting in right now. Like, this is a rebirth that you're going through, and it may be feeling like that. Like, you know how I said growing pains earlier? But again, like, confirmation, like, there is this child here that is being born. And like, with the child there being born, like, you can think of yourself as that child. Like, what does your inner child need right now to feel safe to create at this time? Like, you just may need to, or maybe being asked to create safety in your inner experience so that this idea can be, like, the next steps on how to act on it can come to, not fruition, but so you can know how to act. We also have rapture, sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, and pleasure. I see this as like the energy you're being asked to embody at this time, like definitely with self, or if you have a partner, and you may be having like relational issues, like you might want to lean into this as well, or speak about this kind of devotional energy, sensual, romantic. But yeah, like embodying that energy with self, self-love, that can be really helpful at this time, and just like giving yourself like bodily pleasures, like hot baths, hot warm meals, working out if that's something that you enjoy doing that like makes you feel good, or just doing things that make you feel good at this time. Like that may help you feel safe to process these emotions that are coming up. I'm going to read Brothers of the Rose, that first oracle card, because that was really the one that was speaking to me the most. So again, sacred masculine, honor, protection, and support. This is a card of the sacred masculine. Like the feminine, the sacred masculine exists within one of us. Exists within each one of us, and together we're all being called to balance both energies within us, the sun and the moon, solar and lunar. Perhaps this is what is meant. Sorry, I'm like having a moment. Perhaps this is what it means to birth a new world. The sacred, mature masculine is something so needed in our world. It's the part of us that lives in deep honor and reverence of the feminine. It recognizes the goddess within all of life, including the earth, and is committed to protecting and living in devotion to the feminine. The sacred masculine knows that striving and overpowering, enduring and conquering are not helpful. I'm going to reread that sentence because I was yawning. The sacred masculine knows that striving and overpowering, enduring and conquering are not helpful. The sacred masculine is strong and tender, protective but not defensive. This card could be a sign that you're being called to work on the sacred masculine energy within you that's maturing and rising. It could be that you're being called to work on ancestral healing of the paternal line. It could be an indication that you're being called to invoke or acknowledge the sacred masculine in those around you, or it could represent the sacred masculine appearing in your life. The sacred masculine exists within all of us. They are enriching you so that you can do your sacred work, so that you can be part of the return of the goddess on this earth. The rose is their emblem, and they wear it proudly on their hearts. And then the soul inquiry is, how are you being called to work with the sacred masculine? So you can answer that question yourself, and please take anything that had resonated in that message, but what specifically was standing out for me, especially around, or it could represent the sacred masculine appearing in your life. Like I'm really getting a heavy energy of like not being in like a controlling state, or in a dominating state, or in a state of, what was it? Yeah, not in a striving or overpowering state of yourself or conquering. Like releasing those energies and just kind of trusting at this time. Like, and taking action on that again. Like it's like really giving, like if you're trying to, like if you have writer's block and you keep trying to write, it's like you got to let the writer's block move through you, like that striving energy would be continuing to write, continuing to try, even though nothing's coming. Like that's just burning you out. So it's really giving this sign with the King of Pentacles here of like, how can I like embody this protective, like trusting energy in the sacred feminine, in the divine feminine, and just let what is coming through, like hold space for what's moving through you. That's the masculine principle here. It's holding space for yourself through this process. That's something, the feminine is the moving, the flow. The masculine is the containment of that flow. And your flow right now is being directed deeply inwards towards your emotional experience. And like embodying a new mindset around the processing of your own emotions. That's really what's coming out in this reading. And with the Brothers of the Rose here, the sacred masculine, like you're being asked to honor, protect, and support that process in a new way. you may have more space in your life now where you feel like this is something that you are able to do. And you may be asking yourself, but what does this bring? How do I even know that this is working? Or how do I do this? And really, you're just being asked to hold space for yourself. Like, I want to see if that comes through in any other way as like the final card. You know, what is the best way for them to be holding space for themselves at this time, embodying that masculine principle in their life? Space, I'm hearing, like just giving yourself space throughout the day, even in moments where you're having inner conflict, just taking a deep breath and saying, you know what, I got this. I don't need to know what to do right now, because you don't, and like that's okay. Okay, so we have the World. Give me some clarification of this. With the World coming out, I'm getting like be vulnerable. The Six of Cups. Last card, please. Okay, this is just coming out as a confirmation with the Queen of Swords. Okay. And the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom. Yeah, so the World here is like, it's really just giving radical honesty with yourself at this time. Like, treat yourself as you would a baby. Like, really give to that inner child right now. Like, really have self-understanding like you've never had before, or allow yourself to experience that. Like the World here, like she's just sitting with this water moving around her, and like it looks like she's underwater, but she's actually on top of the world. Like knowing that in this state where you're feeling maybe raw or vulnerable or really deep in your emotions is like, it's completely okay. You're still able to be on top of the world despite feeling that, or like to be in control of your reality and your experience. You don't have to dismiss that side of life. Like that is something that is going to be part of this next cycle that you're stepping into. And it's really just giving, like holding space for yourself and knowing that you can do that and that your inner child is safe with you. Like with this Queen of Swords, like it's really coming through is like that knowing, like, and you know that. Like I wouldn't be saying this if you didn't, but please know that that's true and that you do have the space inside of yourself to sit with yourself and what's coming up at this time. So that is all that I have for you guys. Also, I'm getting like, you can drop your defenses. Like she has her shield on the ground, but it's still there. Like you still know how to shield yourself or how to protect yourself from experiences that you don't necessarily want to experience, or people or energies that you don't want to experience, but you don't always need to be on the defensive anymore. Like she has that sword down because she's aware now. She has that awareness. You've done enough inner work to where you're aware and your inner child feels safe with you. Like it's, oh, I'm getting a whole different meaning from the World and the Six of Cups now. Like you've completed that cycle. You've integrated enough of your past experiences that you've earned wisdom. And so your inner child does feel safe to come and be with you at this time, and is really giving your inner child just being asked to be held at this time through this uncertainty. Yes, and they're also seeking like physical stability. Physical stability is very beneficial for the inner child. That's why I had mentioned like getting finances in order, or you know, making sure you're getting like warm, hot meals, or just taking care of your body in the best way that you know how. So yes, that is all that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, and the best of luck to you with this energy. This is really ending on a good note. The World here is also confirmation that you most definitely can move through this cycle and come out, well, on top of the world. Bye, y'all. Thank you so much.